people to know and understand that your original name is never going to be fully erased at all. But it's worth it for you to be one with who you want, like what you want to be called. You get what I'm saying? So I love my mom and I understand that she really thought the name was beautiful and that's what she really thought. But for me, I just never honestly liked the name. Like, even just listening to it and playing it back in my brain, I do not like the name. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't like the name. And I love my middle name though. I absolutely love my middle name. So I kept my middle name. But my first name, no, fuck it, got kicked to the curb. You're out of here. It is what it is, you know. But I just wanted to come on here and just basically discuss that video because the video was so hilarious in the sense of two people who don't even live what they're discussing and debating about are going back and forth about something that doesn't pertain to them. Now, I will say this though. People were saying about, oh, well, they're going to have to accept me and do this, whatever, no matter what my name is, because I can be the most degreed up person and with the most, you know, outrageous name ever. And that is very well true. But why would you want to do that for your own selfish gain? Like, you want to sit up there and name your baby Conchita Moreau, and you feel like, well, that's what I want to name my baby, and that's going to be your name. And Conchita Moreau can be the next Einstein. Granted, yes, the society is going to have to accept her. Society is going to have to force themselves to pronounce her name correctly and make sure that they get it right. But at the same token, because she could say Monroe can still be Kennedy, can still be Crystal, can still be Melissa, could still be, even if you want to get exotic and just name her Monroe. You get what I'm saying? And it can still be unique and different. It's just, I don't know, y'all. I just get caught up when I'm looking at stuff like that. And I'm just like, I get it, non-melanated lady A. I get it because I lived it. I'm a victim. I lived it. So I get it. And I am in agreement with her that you got to think about your kids when you name them. Now, my son, I didn't even know. This is how detached I am from society sometimes. I didn't even know that Bashir was the name of a candidate of something. I think maybe the mayor or a congressman or something. And B is the one who chose Bashir's name. Now, because I'm a person who likes names with meanings, I was like, okay, well, B is Muslim. So I was like, well, let me go and look it up and just see. So when I looked it up, it means bearer of good news. And so I instantly burst out crying because for those who know me personally know that I ultimately was deemed infertile for a long time. So I never thought motherhood was ever going to ever be a thing for me. So when I found out that I had conceived him and then found out that that's what his name meant, and he just, now I will say he really did throw a dart and just pick that name out. He was just like, oh, I like this name the best. Just go ahead and just name him that. And then when I ultimately ended up looking up the name, he didn't even know what Bashir's name meant, meaning bearer of good news. And he was the best news that I ever could have had. So that meant something to me. Now, for some people, it's like, oh, well, that name is different. And it's like, yeah, but it's also a religious name. So it's just different. I'm not saying y'all have to be perfect. I'm just saying it's like, think about what y'all naming y'all kids. I don't know. I just have always been a person of, I'm simple. I'm very simple. I'm simple. I'm just simple, straight to the point. I don't need extraness. I'm so like unproblematic. It's ridiculous. Like, you just gotta understand. Like, I don't know. But thank you for joining me on my very first Mimosa moments. I hope that you enjoyed our little talk. If you want to collaborate, if you want to talk about it, if you want to chime in, if you want to comment, I encourage you to do so because I'm all about it. I'm all about trying to discuss things, adult like, classy like, like we can agree to disagree. As long as we can agree to disagree, then guess what? You would always have a conversation with me. Okay. This sparkling wine was everything, like no exaggeration, no lie. And I'm going to be exploring more wines, more champagnes as I go on this journey of my platform, trying to really find my niche to see what I really honestly want to do. But as of right now, I do enjoy doing this for right now, introducing y'all to something new, and we'll just go from there. So I do encourage y'all to go out and to buy this sparkling wine rosé. I will leave the name in the description, and I will see y'all on the next Mimosa Moments. All right, y'all. I do. I should start playing that song as I